Tesla they didn't release it, they announced it. Tesla announced their own full self-driving chip.
Don't look at me.
That's pretty good. So Tesla had this thing called the Autonomy Investor Day, and the main thing was the full self-driving chip, aka FSD. Right?
This is their own chip.
This is their own chip. Originally, they have been using NVIDIA for their self-driving chips, as you know.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
See you later.
See you later, NVIDIA. So the FSD chip, according to Elon Musk, it's the best chip in the world, objectively.
Trillions of operations per
It's
second?
just if you are objective, you know that it's the best.
Okay.
So this chip is going to be in all new Teslas going forward. You can drop it into old Teslas as an upgrade, because I saw that you would have to pay for the upgrade.
It's unknown.
It's unknown.
There are tweets from Elon saying everyone's going to get the upgrade.
And as we've seen, tweets from Elon could mean anything in real life.
So this new chip,
The new chip,
hardware level 3, what is that going to let people do?
what it'll let you do, James, is have full self-driving. So they had an option on their site right now to order cars that say full self-driving.
They've had that for years.
But this is a different full self-driving, okay?
This time it's real.
You got full self-driving, then you got fuller self-driving.
Okay. Overflowing.
Yeah. What it sounds like is that the FSD chip will give you the ability to have level 5 autonomy by mid-2020.
By mid-2020.
Yeah, Tesla drivers will have level 5 autonomy with no geofencing, which presumably means that the car can just drive without really needing to have GPS or maps. It just will sense things.
From a technical perspective, it'll have no geofencing. From a regulatory perspective, it could. I doubt very much that by mid-2020, you'll be able to drive this thing in self-driving mode anywhere in the US.
Hey,
wherever you want to go.
don't doubt
Okay, he
Elon
makes
Musk.
these awesome claims that make you excited, but my guess would be if it hits 2020 at all, it would be the end of 2020 in December. You'll be able to be in Nevada and Nevada alone because they're
That's where you can drive,
that's
only
where you
in
can
Nevada.
self-drive. And then as soon as you cross the border, you got to be driving it.
James, do you know that we get in trouble from Tesla fans? They think we're Tesla haters.
I love Tesla.
Doesn't sound like it to me.
Well, I did sell my stock.
So let's talk a little bit more about this chip, okay? So we know what we're talking about. So it's built by Samsung in Texas, so not in Korea, keeping it local. Very cool. And the PCB, the actual board itself, contains 2 duplicate systems. Okay.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
So that means that if errors or damage on one chip is detected, the other one can take over, and that redundancy allows for that. Now the problem is that it's a dual chip system, and Tesla, in their presentation, compared it to NVIDIA's Xavier system, which is a single chip setup, and NVIDIA didn't like this.
They said that the NVIDIA one was 21 tops, but it's actually 30 tops according to NVIDIA's retaliatory
blog post. Yeah,
clarifying.
NVIDIA came out swinging. What NVIDIA said that Tesla should have done, instead of comparing it to the Xavier, which is 30 tops instead of 21, they should have compared it to the Drive AGX Pegasus system, which is a 2-chip system, and it's capable of 320 tops compared to Tesla's 144. The problem is that NVIDIA's system also has a TDP of 500 watts, whereas Tesla's new FSD chip has 100 watts.
Oh, okay.
Very low power.
They didn't mention that on their blog
They
post.
didn't. No, they didn't want to.
They were saying it would be more apples to apples comparison.
Yeah.
Tops-wise, or at least die-wise.
Yeah. So one of the more bold claims that Elon made during the event was that Tesla will launch an autonomous taxi service, and this will be up also by next year.
Well, obviously you need to have full self-driving before you can have the full self-driving taxi service. There's no way that they're gonna launch the same day.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a few months at least.
And even a few months, I feel like there's gonna be some troubleshooting.
If I own a Tesla, I can be at work like I am right now, and my car is just off somewhere, gallivanting.
Yeah. You can get to work, you can be like, thanks a lot, Tesla, love you so much. Go give me some money.
Right, when you get to the building, you just toggle it on your app to say now you're part of the network.
Yep, and then you can, I guess, see where it is on the map. You hopefully, like, somebody didn't call your car from, 2 cities over.
I wonder if you have to approve the riders. Like when you're an Uber driver, you see someone else like, hey, they got a good rating, I'll go pick them up.
Cameras in the cab.
Like their profile comes up and you're like, You're not getting in my car, Stinky.
Someone's like, yeah, I'm looking for a ride, dude. No.
I also read that Tesla is going to be taking a cut. Even if you own the car and it's your car and it's out there being a taxi, Tesla gets 25 to 30%.
I mean, who cares if it's a 25 to 30% cut? If you could make $30,000 a year, that's what he said.
With a Model 3, you can make $30,000 a year.
Well, yeah, or that's the example he used, Model 3.
Presumably, if it's going to be like Uber where there's insurance, or same with Airbnb. If someone gets in my car and gets blood all over the seat or something like that, I would expect that that's going to be covered by Tesla.
That's a good point. I didn't even think
and
about
I
that.
will pay for that.
Right.
I will pay Tesla to take care of that stuff for me.
Wait.
I would love to pay Tesla to take care of that stuff for me. I don't want to
that's
pay
what
out
the
of
cut is
pocket.
for.
That's what I mean.
I see.
Yes.
So Musk says that this service will have 1 million cars on the road.
So that would be all the cars that they've shipped so far.
Well, they hit 300,000 in 2018, so we don't know exactly
all the
where
cars
it
that
is
they
now.
make over the next year. You know what? They probably will have 1 million cars on the road by the time this launches.
Really?
Well, if it takes them 5 years to launch it.
By the time this launches. So partially because of the luxuries that are being afforded to you by the full self-driving chip, and partially because of the money you could make by renting out your car as a Robotaxi. Musk said during the stream that it's financially insane for someone to buy anything other than a Tesla right now.
It'll be like owning a horse in 3 years. I mean, fine if you want to own a horse, but you should go into it with that expectation.
Next year, and it seems like 3 years is the benchmark that he puts forward for
going to Mars.
full self-driving.
Everything he wants to do.
Meanwhile, other experts are saying that fully autonomous cars could be as much as 10 years away. So, I mean, here's a question from this. Should we fault him for trying to push the industry forward in such an intense way as he does? Should we see these claims and be like, Musk, you don't know what you're talking about? Or should we be like, that man's a visionary. I want to marry him?
I would say a bit of both. I think, does he mean it? When he makes these dates, does he actually believe he'll hit those targets? I think they're super optimistic. I think if we lived in a world where everything goes right and he doesn't hit any unforeseen engineering or regulatory snags, then maybe we could make those dates. If everything lined up, they could probably make it. But that just won't happen. So at this point, investors and the public at large know to take those dates with a grain of salt.
Bloomberg has this very helpful graphic of all of the promises that Elon Musk has made in regards to his various ventures. And it's very interesting to see, to go down the list and see which ones were 2 years late, 3 months late, canceled, 10 days late. He has made deadlines before. He can do it.
Which ones? Any that I care about?
Model 3 release date announcement. He hit it on schedule. And I should say...
Wait. The announcement was on schedule?
Yep. But I should say, that the full self-driving chip, the FSD chip, is on schedule, the announcement of that. So he said 6 months ago that it would come out today or yesterday, and they hit that. So if they can hit that, they can hit anything.
We're going to Mars, baby.
We're going to Mars. Let's go!
I think that should just be the end of the show. We just blast
Let's
off.
go! Wow, we're here already.
Oh, this is Mars.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
So deadlines aside though, this is an exciting announcement. I mean, it has a lower TDP and higher performance than it appears anything on the market today. Correct me if I'm wrong, people in the comments. And also people in the comments, you can let us know, would you rent out your Tesla vehicle to complete strangers to use as a Robotaxi? Would you?
Would I lend out my car for someone else to use? My current car?
Yeah.
No, because I don't want them driving it hard and ruining it. But they don't have to drive that car.
That's a good point.
So I think I would.
Yeah?
I definitely would. I'm buying one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I feel like I would do it once as a test. And then...
That's stupid. You get one good person or one bad person. It doesn't inform the future.
I don't want to, I'm not screwing around here.
All right, people who aren't stupid, hit us up in the comments. Would you let strangers put their gross, greasy, or sexy butts in your car seats? We want to know.
And we also want to know what you think about this format, because it's new and we don't know what it is, as you might be able to tell.
Do you have an outro for this show?
Nope. Love you so much. Subscribe, I guess, if you want. We don't know whether we're gonna make more of these.
We could do this twice a week.
We could, or once, or no times.
Different people. Dennis versus
anyone
Luke.
you want. Dennis?
Not Luke.